First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Joe Tryon showing in pursuit that time, but he gets the tackle for loss.
At the Raiders' 45-yard line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing now is Rodgers. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Detroit. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Akers. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Ritter going to change it up. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Going play action. Ritter looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
There's big Quinnen Williams, the all-pro, in on the tackle. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Smith and Jigba in motion right. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
He got 29 yards that time. On play action, Rodgers. Flushed out right. And in for the Lions, touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 7 from the 20. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Vegas. 56 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Off the option, here's Akers. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Cam Akers hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
On play action, now Rodgers. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's finally taken down. It's a big game there, and it'll turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Lions at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And the offense last week, they certainly had things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Detroit! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? We couldn't do it here in football, partner.
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Ritter with it after the play fake. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll air this one out for Mims. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded at the 43. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. First down, here's Ritter. And this one is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Okay, right.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 20-yard line. On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready?
Ritter off the play fake. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Javon Kinlaw able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw it here, Ritter. Intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hey, 88.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flush to his right. He finds Smith-Njigba. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Rodgers. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers again now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's a 2nd and 5. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Number 50, hey, you block over here.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught. Schoonmaker. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On second down, Ritter. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ready?
Back to throw, Ritter. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Javon Kinlaw, his second sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're going for this. Here's Ritter. Escaping the pressure right. Ritter slides down, and he has enough for the first. They'll get 17 yards there, and it'll give the Raiders a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Ready.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Let's go now. Ready?
They give up the middle to Akers. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Ritter, he wants to change the play here. Second and 15. And now here is another interception. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On play action. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. Down the left sideline. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. The partner, he has carried them in this ballgame throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this fighting through it, he's got space. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 114 yards rushing for Akers, and this is a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here we go.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Ritter. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game.
Now Davis fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A 10th carry for Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Ready.
3rd and 8.
On the ball.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Hendon Hooker, a 23-yard run. And the Lions add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line.
Ready?
On the give, this is Akers. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Got it. Trouble, 38. Set, cut.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 155 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now Ritter going to change up the look. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Ready.
On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Watch out now.
Now they'll audible to something else. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this.